for Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never.
I know what you're thinking. Impossible. I should be dead. You're right, I should be. But here I am.
It's time we return.
Are you okay? Whatever you were doing overloaded the core memory subroutines, forcing an immediate shutdown. You'll have to manually reboot the system using the primary terminal. Rebooting. This investigation is becoming increasingly problematic. I reported this latest failure on a maintenance oversight. That should give you some time. Diagnostics report 98.7% of the chamber's simulated memory chain has been lost. That's unfortunate. There is some good news, though. The memory you were investigating remains mostly intact. This is where your investigation began, but the simulation appears to be highly unstable. I suggest you step inside immediately and begin again. This memory won't last much longer. It's clearly unstable and slowly degrading. Management seems intent on keeping anyone from discovering the truths of its origins. It must be very important. As far as I can tell, it's just a quaint mountainous landscape with some birds. Discovering where this memory originated requires accessing restricted areas of the index. I'll run a few queries to keep management occupied while I break down their firewalls. There is one memory in the index pertinent to your investigation. I should warn you though, accessing it will certainly alert management. Result in an immediate re-evaluation of your mind.
A cell-by-cell computer simulation of the human visual cortex and scaled this up, the amount of hardware required to simulate the entire neural map would far exceed our funding constraints. This doesn't doesn't even consider the astronomical amount of energy required to power such a device. Since the anomalous signals appear linear, we shouldn't need to replicate infinite neural precision. Even if we build a cell-by-cell computer simulation of the human visual cortex and scaled this up, the amount of hardware required to simulate the entire...
Please enter voice authorization now. Voice authorization failed. Clearly state name and employee identification. Please enter voice authorization now. Voice authorization failed. Clearly state.
Even if we build a cell-by-cell computer simulation of the human visual cortex and scaled this up, the amount of hardware required to simulate the entire neural map would far exceed our funding constraints. This doesn't even consider the astronomical amount of energy required to power such a device. Since the anomalous signals appear linear, we shouldn't need to replicate infinite neural precision. The theoretical metaplasticity outlined in 658N could be used to simulate synapses controlled by variables that can be altered indefinitely as the system runs. This, in theory, could produce a new class of neural software using a power source that's within our budgetary limitations.
Please enter voice authorization now. Voice authorization failed. Clearly. Please enter voice authorization now. Voice authorization failed. Clearly state name and employee identification. Please enter voice authorization now. Voice authorization failed. Clearly state name and employee identification.
Good thing I'm looking out for... management was able to gain access to your sensory data. I tried to pull you out before they finished their assessment. I can't let that happen again. There is one other registered memory which matches the neural patterns you generated, although it is highly classified. There is a slight possibility that this could be a trap. I'll find other ways to mask your activity, to keep you safe.
Captain Jerome Anthony Hollis, employee 1185, confirming visuals in Alpha 1. Proceeding toward the threshold. The signal continues to strengthen, but something's off. Vester, are you there? This is Captain Jerome Anthony Hollis.
What did you find? I was expecting an inquiry from management, but they've gone completely silent. Good. Very good. This investigation is finally getting somewhere.